Hi friends, I'm John Laspina, carnivore teacher. Before I start today's topic of some of the automatic things that our body does just for us, I want to ask you something I don't usually ask in my videos, and I'm going to start asking. If you like the content that you get from my channel, please click the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm make more people see my videos. And if you click the share button and actually send it to a Facebook or a Twitter X or to Instagram or wherever your social media is, or just send it in an email or a text to a friend, they see that it was shared. The YouTube algorithm sees that and it promotes my video a little bit more to people. My goal is to help people get healthy because people have helped me get healthy. My channel is not monetized and I do not promote or sell any products. I may mention a product, but I'm not selling it. I make no money. So keep that in mind. And now to my video for today. Let's take a look at our pancreas first. Our pancreas, as you know, is an organ that creates insulin and glucagon. There are beta cells and there are alpha cells. And we have to have insulin because insulin is the key that unlocks the door of the cell to let the nutrition into the cell. Whenever we eat carbohydrates and protein, the pancreas senses that and secretes just the amount of insulin that you need to get that nutrition into the cell for energy. No more. And then the other cells, the alpha cells, make glucagon. So when you're in a fasted state, your glucagon is higher. When you're in a fed state, your insulin is higher. And our body, if our pancreas is functioning well, we're not type 1 diabetic, then you don't have to think about it. Your body's working for you and doing what it's supposed to do, giving you just the right amount of insulin and just the right amount of glucagon at just the right amount of times based on your proper eating routine, which is the proper human diet. If you abuse your body by eating the standard American diet, which is a lot of carbohydrates and sugars, and a lot of inflammatory grains and other things that turn into sugar, and now all the seed oils, then your pancreas is shooting out this enormous bolus of insulin to counteract and take care of that enormous amount of carbs and sugar that you just ate. It's trying to push it into the cell. There's too much. It's going back to the liver. It's getting stored as glycogen. There's still too much, so then your liver's got to make fat out of it and store it around the body so that the sugar that you ate that's too much doesn't glycate the inside of your body like rust and damage your cells. So our pancreas is an amazing organ that performs a job that we have to have. All right, type 1 diabetics know that if you don't get insulin, you die of malnutrition. We have to have insulin. Now, we don't want a lot of insulin, which you will have a lot generated if you eat a lot of sugar and carbs. You want just the right amount, and your pancreas and your body knows. It knows exactly how much to give you to keep you healthy. You don't have to really think about that. Think about the pancreas or the insulin or the glucagon. All you have to do is think about eating beef, lamb, pork, poultry, fish, and eggs. Cooking in animal fats. That's all you have to think about. Your pancreas will take care of all the hard work. Another chemical or hormone that is generated that takes care of you, and there's many, I'm only going to go over a few here. The liver performs 200 different jobs. In many of my videos, I say over 80. It's closer to like 200 jobs. It's an amazing large organ that can regrow itself if it's damaged. It has been given these special abilities and all this power for a reason. Your liver, one of the jobs that your liver performs is gluconeogenesis. If you don't have enough glucose in your body, because your red blood cells, I believe parts of your optic nerve, and a few other parts of our body can only run on glucose. And we need about 4.25 grams of glucose flowing through our veins at all times. That's not a lot of sugar. That's about a level teaspoon of sugar. And your liver makes that through gluconeogenesis. You don't need to consume any sugar. You have that 1 teaspoon of sugar flowing through your body at all times. Now eat an apple and you've just added maybe 8 grams of sugar or 6 grams of sugar, or maybe even more. And now your body has to rebalance itself back down to the 4 grams. And that's the insulin and the glucagon and the storage, and that's just an apple. Think about all the carbohydrates and sugar in the standard American diet. Think about all the foods that raise your insulin to really high levels. Your body is jumping through all these hoops to keep you healthy, and it's trying to keep up, and it can, but then eventually it gets tired or eventually it fails, and that's called type 2 diabetes. It's dangerous. Type 1 is a completely different issue. Type 1 diabetes means that your pancreas doesn't even make beta cells anymore, so it can't make insulin. There's something wrong with the pancreas. Type 2 diabetes means you've just stuffed your body with so many carbs and sugar for so long that your body is getting resistant to it. It sees all this sugar and says, I'm sick of this. The cells refuse to open up. That enormous amount of insulin, it doesn't matter how many times it knocks on the door, it doesn't want to open up to let the nutrition in. That's type 2 diabetes, and type 2 diabetics are counseled to manage it by giving themselves more insulin and to eat a lot of healthy grains. Bad advice by the American Diabetic Association. They are a terrible association for giving that advice. And thankfully, Dr. Berry and many others are starting the American Diabetes Society that is going to tell people the correct information. And maybe I'll do another video on that because it's just starting up. It's amazing. And I'm so proud and happy that they're doing that. Back to my message. So another thing that your liver does is de novo lipogenesis. It makes fat from that extra sugar that I talked about. It has to store that sugar somehow in the body, and the body doesn't store sugar other than glycogen. It turns it, converts it, it generates it generates fat, de novo lipogenesis, and then it stores it on your organs and around your body for future use in case there's a time of famine, and also to protect you from the sugar glycation. Got to get that sugar out of there, because if sugar does not have a job to do, it's like a hyperactive child that doesn't have something to do. They're going to get in trouble and they're going to break things. That's what sugar does in your body if it doesn't have a job to do. If you consume sugar and go jogging and running and working out and lifting, then your sugar is being used and it's not going to damage you. But if your sugar is too high and your exercise is too low, it's damaging you. So the body says, we're going to protect you and we're going to store it as fat. And that's how people become obese. Let's talk cholesterol now. The liver and other parts of the body, many cells in the body, make cholesterol. Cholesterol is a vehicle that holds lipids. And your blood is aqueous, it's kind of a water base. And lipids are an oil, and you know how oil and water don't mix, they separate. So cholesterol is this car, this submarine, this vehicle. And they take the lipids, the fat, they put it inside the vehicle. Surrounding the vehicle is like water. And now that vehicle can now flow through your veins because it's like water flowing through water. Okay, your veins are aqueous. Inside the vehicle is the lipid, and it drops off the needed, necessary building blocks for your myelin sheaths, to make your bile, to make your vitamin D, to make your hormones. That's called cholesterol. We must have HDL and LDL and VLDL and all the different all the forms of cholesterol that are flowing through our body. It's healthy to have that. It is. And whether you consume food with cholesterol in it or not, your body is going to level out the cholesterol that it wants and that it needs. Your body will make just the amount of cholesterol that it needs, just like the pancreas puts out just the amount of insulin that your body needs to neutralize the sugar. Your pancreas will put out just the amount of glucagon during fasted state. Your pancreas is, all the organs work automatically off of hormones, and they have signals and they feed off of each other. There's leptins, there's ghrelin, there's all these hormones that work with all your other hormones in balance when you're eating properly. The body makes this cholesterol. So if you're eating a very, very low cholesterol diet, your body is going to make cholesterol to balance it out because you're not giving yourself enough cholesterol. And if you have a very high cholesterol in your foods, then your body's going to make a little bit less to level it out. Your body knows exactly how much cholesterol you need to be healthy. So why are we taking statins to lower our cholesterol? We don't know better than our body knows. Our body is nature. Our body is God in nature, and our body knows how much cholesterol it's supposed to have. If you're eating the proper human diet, if you're eating the ancestrally appropriate foods that are meant for your human body, which are beef, lamb, eggs, pork, poultry, and fish, and it's cooking in saturated animal fats, absolutely no seed oils, as low carbs as possible, then all those organs, all those hormones, all those chemicals are working automatically, pushing out, pumping out just what the body is calling for, what the body needs. No more and no less. And you don't have to think about it other than the food you eat. You have to think about eating healthily in this world full of crap. We are living in a world full of so much unhealthy food. The standard world diet is horrendous. We need to go back and eat the way we did 200 years ago and all the way back for millions of years, which is those list of foods I mentioned, not ultra processed food or fast food or seed oils or carbs or sugars. We need to eat the way humans were supposed to eat, the proper human diet. And then we'll have whatever that cholesterol number is. If the cholesterol number for your body is 250 and the cholesterol number for your body is 400 and the cholesterol number for your body is 110, and you're eating the proper human diet, that's what your body needs. Your body gives you what you need. You don't need to take a statin. You do not have to take medicine to change these things. So, to summarize, we need cholesterol. We need all of these hormones. We need lipids. And our body knows. The body knows. And we don't have to artificially change it with chemicals and pills if you're eating the proper human diet. So eat well, and you will look and feel well, seriously. And you will optimize. Everything in your body will, through homeostasis, go where it needs to be. And you'll feel great, and you'll live long, and your quality of life will be better. And that's what I share on this free channel for no money, no advertisements. So please click the thumbs up. Please share this video out so more people can see it and see my other videos. That's it. How do I have time to do all this? I'm a retired school teacher. I taught for 34 years, and I have the time now. I used to, the last 17 of my 34 years, I taught video production. So I have the equipment. I have all the gadgets. I love to do this. I also like to sing. So, I have the time and I have the resources and I feel fantastic. And people have helped me get well and fit through the proper human diet, exercise, mindfulness, grounding. I make videos to hopefully reach other people. So I want to reach more people, and the only way to do that is if you help me by thumbing it, sharing it, and subscribing. Have a wonderful day. And friend me on Facebook, find me on Twitter, same name. I love conversing with you, talking to you. I try to respond to every single comment. I'll see you later. Take care.